So guys, how's your day been today?
Rubbish.
Full of rubbish.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, we pick up rubbish for Clean Up Australia Day.
Ah, that makes way more sense.
Yep, it's that time of year when people around the country slip on their gloves and grab some garbage. Clean Up Australia Day was started back in 1989 by a man named Ian Kiernan, who was out sailing and noticed a lot of pollution. He decided the Sydney Harbour needed a serious clean-up and asked locals to help out.
Sydney Harbour belongs to the people. We want to lift the public awareness.
There was even a groovy song to promote it.
Yucky, yucky, yucky poo. What are we gonna do?
From there, it's grown to be a national annual event. And schools play a big role with their own Schools Clean-Up Day.
Clean Up Australia Day is a day where you take care of the environment from all the rubbish. So less rubbish goes to the sea.
I like to pick up rubbish because it's safe for the environment and it helps the sea animals and land animals.
It's important to pick up rubbish so then nothing bad happens to the world, so then it stays healthy.
This year, organisers are also asking volunteers to unmask effects of a relatively new type of rubbish.
Masks.
Sometimes I find them around the street or the parks and mostly at the beach.
30,000 masks are used in this very school every month.
Ever since the pandemic started, well, there's been a lot of mask action. And while they're great at keeping people safe, it makes for heaps of waste, which isn't great.
It takes up to 450 years for them to break down. So, they really don't belong in the environment.
That's Pip Kiernan, Ian's daughter and the Clean Up Australia chair. This year, she wants people to become citizen scientists and count the masks they pick up as they go about their cleanup.
The next generation of these PPE products really could be vastly improved on in terms of being designed not only to keep us as safe as possible, but also to be designed so that they have the environment in mind.
And it's not just masks. Pip says the pandemic has led to a big increase in all sorts of rubbish.
Unfortunately, with COVID, our habits did change and these weren't kind for the environment. So we've used a lot more single-use items, sanitised wipes, single-use face masks, takeaway food packaging because we're not eating in restaurants. And in fact, it's 130,000 tonnes of plastic waste gets into the marine environment every year in Australia. That's a lot of litter.
That's why Clean Up Australia says as well as cleaning up all this waste, the best thing we can do is try and make less of it in the first place.
We can stop using plastic-covered foods and we can use nude foods.
We can make things out of not plastic but different materials.